The three most powerful countries in the world are all working on strategic bombers. All three are dual-capable aircraft that can launch conventional or nuclear weapons. However, Russia's myriad military and economic problems mean its new bomber may never fly. U.S. defense contractor Northrop Grumman has upped the ante, pledging to unveil a new B-21 Raider bomber next month. It is expected to be the first of 3 new bombers in more than 3 decades, globally, with Chinese and Russian aircraft expected to fly in the next few years as well. China's secrecy, however, means we may see its new plane sooner rather than later, as Beijing wants nothing more than to steal the hype from America. Last week, U.S. deployed fleet to Australia. BTF deployment was part of the Enhanced Air Cooperation Initiative between the United States and Australia. The Australian Department of Defence, DoD, said the initiative included enhanced air cooperation through the rotational deployment of U.S. aircraft of all types in Australia and appropriate aircraft training and exercises. The B-2s arrived at Amberley Australian Air Force Base, RAAF, to support the BTF deployment, the U.S. Pacific Air Force, PACAF, said in a statement. The aircraft belonged to the U.S. 509th Bomb Wing at Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri. China has never built a domestic bomber from the ground up. China's only active bomber, the Xi'an H-6, is a development of the Soviet Union's Tupolev Tu-16, known to NATO as the Badger. For most of its modern history, China could not afford modern bombers, pouring the money it had into a large fleet of conventional, high-yielding, and sometimes nuclear, warhead ballistic missiles. This is the first deployment of B-2 bombers to Australia as part of the Bomber Task Force, BTF. Several KC-135 Stratotanker aircraft from PACAF were also deployed to RAAF Base Amberley as part of the Enhanced Air Cooperation Initiative, the spokesperson added. The B-21 will make its first flight next year. Northrop Grumman's offer for the B-21s includes a specified number of LRIP aircraft at a fixed price, Northrop Grumman CEO Kathy Warden said, noting that while she could not disclose the number of aircraft, it's a small fraction of the entire record program. On December 2nd, we will unveil the world's first 6th-generation aircraft. Look forward to your first look at the B-21 Raider. Development of the B-21 Raider initially began when the U.S. Air Force started its next-generation bomber program. Despite being cancelled, this service spearheaded a new program, the Long-Range Strike Bomber, LRSB. 4 years later, the Air Force awarded Northrop Grumman the B-21 contract, beating out the Lockheed Martin-Boeing joint effort. B-21 Raider, which has been in development for the better part of this decade, will go public on December 2nd, Northrop Grumman revealed in a tweet in late October. Designed to replace the B-1B Lancer and B-2A Spirit, the bomber will emerge from the black world of classified aircraft development, launching from the hangar at the Air Force's Factory 42, where 6 test aircraft are in various stages of assembly. At least one model has undergone ground tests, basic mechanical tests intended as a prelude to the first takeoff and flight. Naming a launch date for the American bomber will no doubt put pressure on the other 2 bomber powers, China and Russia, to step up their game and unveil their own aircraft.